Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my forever world. Today, we're going to have a little bit of a chill day. We're going to be looking to expand a little bit. But for right now, I'm here with my friend Wild Winston over here. How you doing, Winston? Pretty chill. Nice little yellow axolotl. But yeah, we're going to go expand our little living areas over here. Going to start building a village. Before we do that, I have some armor that's quite broken. It's going to go into the secret room back here. Yeah, as you can see, my netherite is looking pretty slim. Got like, what, 10 durability on this helmet. And these legs and everything. And I know what you might be wondering. You might be wondering, Niko, why don't you put some mending on your netherite armor there? Well, because I'm not allowed to just use villagers for mending as of just yet. So, we have to do things the old-fashioned way. Using anvils and stuff like that to repair our stuff. But that's not really today's objective. Today's objective is building. And in order to build, we're going to need a bunch of this spruce wood and stuff that we have in here. So, let's get this shulker box. And honestly, take everything out of here. Or at least as much as we can, that is. Oh, I think we can get everything. Nice. Get all that in there, all that in there. Take that with us. And we also need a bunch of stone. Aha. Here's our stone. For which we need yet another shulker box. And honestly, you know what? We're going to take the cobblestone and the smooth stone. As much as we can get. Yeah, what do we got? We got... all of that in here. Smooth stone. Sure, we'll even take the deep slate. We have a bunch of it outside already, but just in case we need it. But yeah, we're going to be starting our village right around here, actually. If you look, this big mountain. Right next to this library. Oh, okay, I'm in the leaves. Right next to this library in front of me, there's this huge mountain over here that I'm going to chop down all these birch trees from and build a couple of houses to start this medieval-style village that we're going for. And all the other stuff that we need are in here. Well, we don't need these books, but we have... Oh, wait, I'm already holding all the shulker boxes. We got this red one with a bunch of deep slate. This other red one with a bunch of wood and stuff. And some dirt, of course, for terraforming. So yeah, I think we're going to start by just chopping down all of these birch trees. And you know what? Where's my dog? I do have a dog around here somewhere. His name is Raw Dog. He's pretty cool looking. He's black. Raw Dog, are you in the library? Hello? Ah, I hear you. Where are you, buddy? Oh, Raw Dog. Where is he? Where's my poor dog? Oh, he's sitting right there. Come here, buddy. No. Come. Come on. We got work to do. Got trees to chop. Enough bothering the villagers. Let the librarians do their job. But yes. We got our first tree here. And while I embark on this journey of tree cutting and terraforming and building, why don't you sit back, relax, maybe grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, maybe some hot chocolate, depending where you are. In most places in the world these days, it's pretty cold. Or at least what's been going on in the US is pretty cold. But, yeah. If you got homework to do, get on it. You got some sleeping to do, get on it. Everything is the same for me here. And leave a comment if you have anything you want to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about it in the next video. Some pretty cool yapping topics for requests here. Oh my goodness. I'm on this remote setup right now and things are pretty laggy. So please excuse my lagginess. It won't be like this for the next video. But yeah, we're gonna start building. Nice. Big just floating block. I blame an Enderman. Anyway, we're going to start building with a bunch of this birchwood for once. I'm not a big birchwood enjoyer, but I noticed that if you place birchwood down and strip it, you get this pretty close to white walls look you can do. So that is exactly what we're going to do. But of course, we must completely annihilate this forest. If you're looking for the mod pack for everything that I got in this specific playthrough, it's going to be in the description below. And as well with the shaders, of course, and all the settings and everything for you to download straight from Modrinth. Okay. Okay, most of the mountain is gone. It's getting pretty dark, though. So let's perhaps place down some torches. It's been a while since I tried doing a straight-up uncut Minecraft Let's Play. So against what you're supposed to do on YouTube these days, but you know what? Let's go against YouTube. Why not? Let us go against what is supposed to be working. In general, I do want to do a whole replacement of this forest with birch. So, I think it should be pretty chill on that regard for me to cut down pretty much all of these trees. And then, I think, yeah, let's just get rid of these as well. Oh, okay. Good thing I took off my armor. Speaking of armor and stuff, where are all the zombie? Oh, there's one right there. Okay, careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Okay. There's more trees up there to cut. A couple more here. Let's just get all of them, so we don't have to keep coming back and doing this. Got a nice baked potato for ourselves here. Honestly, dude, baked potatoes are a pretty underrated version of the potato. I don't think I often have them, but you can elevate it so well with some cheese, some bacon bits, some sour cream, all those things. Very heavily can elevate a baked potato. Let me know in the comments if you're a baked potato enjoyer, or if you're, you know, a French fry normie. It's okay, either way. We don't discriminate. I lied, we very much do discriminate. If you're a baked potato hater, you may as well stop watching the video now. That is for a different conversation. It's so peaceful with all these ambient sounds. I think it's from the sounds mod. So very peaceful. Okay, this is an oak tree. We can keep that one. And I think this is one of the final birch trees. Yeah, those are all oak trees. Okay. And there goes the birch atrocity once more. Now, do we leave this floating block here for everyone to be annoyed at, or should we take it down? Nah, let's take it down. Like for me to take down this grass block, okay? Like and subscribe for me to take down this grass block. Did you like and subscribe? You sure? Nobody's on? Okay, we'll take it down. Those of you who skipped to the spot where I already took it down, you, my friend, are not invited to the cookout. But it's okay. Not everyone gets to be cool. Now, okay, we got all the birch. Oh, there's actually a stack of birch in the bundle. I don't know why that happened. Now, yeah, we have plenty. We have so much birch. And we also have a bunch in the house if we need it. So, I'm going to use one of these shulker boxes actually for the birch. Yeah, where all the dirt is. We're going to put the rest of the birch too. Because we don't really need the birch just yet. We're going to need it pretty soon, however. And then we also need a bunch of spruce saplings that I have already. Because we actually want to pretty much fill this entire area with spruce. But first we need to build the houses and everything, which will make things a lot easier to place everything else. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna place Raw Dog a little bit around here. Let's you come guard the area while I build, because I'm gonna need a little bit of a guard dog. Ain't that right? So cute. Now, let's see. If we're gonna build this village, we do need to start with the dirt. So we also need to start with the pathway. How are we getting up here? So let's put these down here. Get some terraforming starting. And yeah. I guess the path would be something like around this area. And just go up this way. And I guess start walking up towards this. So yeah, let's just start the path. And well, I guess terraforming starts a lot earlier than I expected. Okay, so pretty much this is how we're gonna come up here. And oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we're being attacked by some skeletons and some creepers. Please do not blow up my path. Excuse me, sir. All right, as I was saying, the path sort of starts up here. And I want to place one house in this general area, which I'm going to have to chop down this mountain a bit for. And one pretty much right here. Maybe we start with this one, which will be a little bit easier. Why don't we? Okay. So we're going with a medieval style house. Now, you can kind of see what kind of medieval I'm going for if you look at my original house in this area, which is that one right there. But it's kind of that. Some cobblestone, some wood. Not too much in that palette. But there are some cool things in it. So, first things first, let us get the dirt. Maybe we do it with the dark oak planks. Because right now, dirt... Actually, no. You know what? We're going to grab some netherite. Or netherrack, sorry. Netherrack, because we can actually very well outline things and chop it down without taking 40 business years. Where's my horse? Well, I guess we're walking. Oh, he's right here. So my horse Gustavo, everybody. Gustavo is the best horse you can ever wish for, because need I say more? Yeah, let's grab some netherrack. And while we're at it, we're gonna sleep the night. Because, well, I don't like building while there's a bunch of bad hombres around. So let us sleep the night and start bright and early with our little building project. Yeah, I think let's just start placing. Let's just start placing and see what happens. Let's get some of these. Yeah, I think we're gonna be quite terraforming this mountain, aren't we? Oh. Okay. Excuse me, Enderman, but I'm kind of in the middle of something here. You can have your block and be on your merry way. I was about to say before he just kind of spawned there that it's very satisfying to sort of just chop down some dirt. Or dig out some dirt, rather. Especially when you have a shovel that has, what? Fortune 3, efficiency 5 on it? Yeah. Oh, look at Raw Dog. Look at him laying down. How cute. What a cute doggo. What a cute doggo. Okay, let's go this way. I think this should be the extent of this house. This is a pretty big house already, I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe it's a little too big. Or maybe not. It's a decent size house. It's a pretty respectable size house, if you ask me. Maybe this will be for more the noblemen of the town. Who knows? Maybe this will be the librarians. I guess the librarians are pretty much the most expensive villagers because that's who the player interacts with the most. So it would make sense that they're part of high society in whatever this economy is in Minecraft. Let's get some of this gone. Okay. And a little bit more. I think one more will be enough. Now, it's all a little square right now, but that's in the name of, well, planning for the most part. And you know what? I've made a little oopsie here. So let's repair that little oopsie, shall we? Okay. Perfect. And this is the first house outline. Not bad. It's pretty much a 4x4. There's a decent amount of room. And actually we need it to be 5. Yes, we need it to be 5. We need it to be an uneven number because it has to do with the roof. Is all I'm gonna say. This Enderman is very, very. Can you stop? Can you stop? I understand you're angry at me, but this is no time. People are trying to sleep. People are trying to study. And I'm trying to build. Okay. You're being a little rude. You're being quite rude, and I don't really like that about you. First of all, I didn't think you guys were active during the day. I thought you just. You didn't have to die. You know that, right? You could have just left me alone. But no, you decided to be selfish and try and smack me in the head. And I don't really like that about you. It's not a very good thing you did there. But it's okay. I think you learned your lesson. In any case, let's see. Okay, now this next part here. There should be a house that sort of starts right here, I would argue. In this area. Which means I need to just kind of eliminate this whole section of the mountain right here. I guess this house could technically be part of... I think it could have like a basement or something that kind of goes into the mountain. So, let's just go in here. I'm actually enjoying playing Minecraft like this because there's not really the stress for me to make the most amazing video or anything. I'm just building, man. Building, can make mistakes, can unmake mistakes. Where normally I'm trying really hard to optimize for content and everything. Here, I'm not too worried about it. And I hope you guys are enjoying that. Hope you guys are enjoying the chill vibes of this playthrough here. Okay, awesome. This is just a normal pickaxe. Let's use this. Also, I'm not adding any music to this because I don't think it's necessary. I kind of like the ambient sounds of Minecraft right now. But let me know if you think I should add music to this in the comments below. If you haven't fallen asleep by now or fully immersed in your homework or whatever. Maybe you got your job. Okay, now we have a clean space for a new house. And this one is going to be a bit smaller. Maybe we'll make this one a bit smaller. Yeah, I like that idea. And it's going to be not facing this path. Because the path, I'm going to continue it a little bit. Let's do like... Let's say the path sort of goes through here. Then the house, there's going to be a door there. So that's one house. And then, yeah, there's going to be another... Actually, you know what? It won't be a smaller house. Now that I'm mentioning it, it won't. It's actually just going to be a different direction. And what I mean by that is, basically... No, we'll do one further back. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. We're going to do 5. So we're going to go like this. No, that's going to be 7, actually. Oh, and look at that. We're already almost out of netherrack. Okay, then we go this way. Looks like we're going to need one more of this. Gotta say, it's been a pretty kind of stressful new year. I cannot lie to you guys. It's pretty nice to kind of de-stress doing this. It is quite nice. Maybe you guys join me. Who knows? Maybe you join me on my little Minecraft adventure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do that. Do that. We're not exactly looking for symmetry or anything here. We'll finish it off with some dark oak. Okay, so we got 2 house plots here. Actually, this might have accidentally almost been symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you know what? Maybe maybe we will make it symmetrical. Dude, this is one thing I really want to work on. I really do stutter a lot. Like, I have to cut out a lot of my dialogue in these videos because I stutter like crazy. And it's because my mind just kind of operates faster than my mouth can understand. Or, I guess, catch up to. So, it sort of just makes things a little bit annoying as a YouTuber. But... you know what? Maybe that's maybe that's what we're going to work on here. Not stuttering. God damn it. I love how I did it 10 times the moment I mentioned it. Life is funny like that, isn't it? Alright, but we got both of the plots. They honestly look a little similar. I'm not going to lie to you. But, who cares? Who cares? Perhaps. I don't know. I just don't. Wait. I see you over there. What are you doing? You're trying to sneak up on me. Or are you trying to sneak up on me? That's not very nice of you, Mr. Creeper. And on that note, I think it's time to go to sleep because I really would like for creepers not to go blowing me up again. Alright, so now let's continue. Oh, okay. There's just a creeper right behind me again. So much for sleeping the night. Very rude these creepers are. It's funny because there was like some sort of a interview or something with Jeb. You know, one of the creators of Minecraft. And he was kind of just discussing the fact that creepers would not exist in the current like creepers could not have been, I guess, conceptualized for modern versions of Minecraft because they're so destructive. So they're kind of just this legacy feature that they can't really get rid of because they're so iconic, right? Creepers are pretty much on half of the Minecraft merch. So yeah, you can't really get rid of them. Which I think is a pretty cool thing, honestly. Like being grandfathered in because, well, basically the game doesn't allow for you to not be there. Because then they would, I guess, have to find a new way to drop gunpowder. And then they would need a new way to, I guess... Well, I guess you don't really need a new way to blow things up because of TNT, but... Yeah, there would be some new additions to the game. But anyway, we have our two outlines here. And let's just start building them. I'm going to start with the floor on this one here. So let's just get one more layer of grass gone. Okay. Now, what are we going to do about the interiors here? I'm not entirely sure what color I want the floors. I know what color I want the walls and the exteriors of the walls. I might go with dark oak because it's going to contrast pretty well. So let's start with dark oak. I have a bunch of it on me still, so... Oh, okay. Yep. There we go. And let's start with the walls, for which I need a very specific shulker box. Do I have it? I don't believe I do. Well, we do need this one anyway. And we kind of need all of these to be down, so... Let's go grab this one. Aha, this is the one we need. And then... Yeah. Those are all the shulker boxes we need for the time being. And take these. Put these back in here. Let's fix our inventory a little bit. And now, get our birch wood in place. Oh, and we also need some oak logs. Aha, there we go. Oak logs. Is there any scaffolding about before we start all of this? Scaffolding is quite useful. I know. There it is. There it is. We got everything. Okay. Don't need sword. We need scaffolding, oak, and birch. That's all we need here in this building expedition. And of course, our baked potatoes. Of course, our baked potatoes. But the way it's going to work is oak logs here on these corners. And of course, the rest of this is going to be birch. Now, I'm aware this is the most expensive way to really build houses because you could just do this with planks, but we all know what an abomination birch planks are. Not that the actual logs themselves are not the same thing, but the logs have the potential to be nice when you do this to them. Okay. And this is basically what these houses are going to look like. Oak corners, birch logs, spruce accents, and dark oak floors. Now we can get rid of this outline here. Don't really need that anymore. God, I love netherrack. Continue with the birch. Oop. Little oopsie there. Another little oopsie here. Come on. Okay, so as we're doing this, these are all going to be 2 floors. So first floor is going to be basically all of this. And the second floor, oh, you know what I just realized? I think I also wanted to make them out of stone on the first floor and then have like a wood kind of hovering second floor like I did in the original spot over there. I might have messed up a little bit. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll make one house out of just wood. The other one will have some stone. Maybe the other person is more of an aristocrat. Who knows? If that makes any sense anyway. I'm also debating whether I want this in here to be oak. Or maybe it's just all spruce in the inside. I mean, birch, but not too sure. Anyway, we'll make each floor 3 blocks high, with the 4th being the roof. Okay. Wish there was a way to lock your placing of logs so that they don't tilt like this. I wonder if there's a mod. There must be a mod somewhere. Let me know in the comments below if there's a mod to not allow rotating of logs while you place them. And then this I can only do like this. Awesome sauce. The door is probably going to be a spruce door, let's be honest here. And then on the sides, I did have some inspiration to look at. Okay, on the sides, it's going to be like this. We're going to have kind of just oak sticking out on the sides. And then it's going to be more structural things, like stairs and such. And this area is going to be a little bit difficult because it's not fully, it's kind of being hit by the mountain. But it's okay, actually. And then we make a second floor, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're almost out of oak wood already. Wow. I did not expect that. Guess there's a lot of wood being used here. That really makes you wonder how many trees get just annihilated to make one house, especially in the olden days. Because holy, that is a lot of wood. Like, I just used so much for nothing, really. Get these dark oak stairs as well. Maybe we'll do something like... Yeah. Maybe we'll do something like this. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. See, that looks like a medieval house. If I do say so myself. Although I'm not loving... See, this is my problem. Oh, and it's raining. Well, I'm not loving the dark oak stairs. Maybe we'll do spruce. I wonder if there are any spruce stairs. I don't think there are. Well, I guess we'll make some. I gotta say, the rain, though, makes everything very peaceful. The spruce actually works better. It's not as steep a contrast, honestly, which I kind of like in this case. But that begs the question, should I do the inside with spruce as well? That is a question for later. But for now, let's see if I can finish at least one house in terms of the oak siding. Okay, and I'm just short a couple of pillars. I guess we just have to go looking for oak trees then. Well. Alright. Oak trees, huh? Before we go actually searching for them, let's see if we have any of them around here somewhere. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Skellington, but you must die. Oh, great. A baby zombie. Okay, there's two baby zombies. Why would there not be? Because, Jesus, okay, what is happening around here? You know what? Maybe we're sleeping tonight. As cozy as the rain sounds, I need some to avoid whatever's going on there. Anyway, excuse me, gentlemen. You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Of course I may not. Why would I be allowed to rest? Excuse me, gentlemen, but... Seems to me that you're overstaying in my form. Oh, I killed a sheep. I killed another one. Okay. Sorry. Did not mean to yell. These baby zombies just cost me 2 of my sheep. Yeah, it's time to sleep. What a devastating night. Absolutely devastating. Can you get out of here? Sometimes the world just likes to be very unpleasant and throw things like that at you. In any case, now I must do what I was originally going to do, which was to get some oak wood. Some oak wood logs. Now let's look around here. We do have 0 oak wood logs in these chests. So my choice is either go looking for them. Which I think all of these are birch. That's oak over there. Yeah. Okay. Dark oak over there. Yeah, let's go in this forest over here. We're gonna take Gustavo, and we're gonna go grab us some oak logs. I don't really like to actually mine and destroy the terrain right where I'm building, obviously. Which I guess in general humanity does that. We get our wood from the Amazon rainforest. We don't necessarily cut down the trees in our backyard. So, you know. Average human things to do. Alright. Here we are. Average oak forest. Get some more of these trees, shall we? Okay. We have a stack and a half of them. It's gonna be enough for what we need to do right now. We'll come back for more later if we need it. Oops. I didn't do that, and if you think I did, you didn't see the thing. Ain't that right, piggy? You know, it's funny, I've been trying to do this without cuts. And my poor girlfriend just walked in and needed to grab something from the room. And she just had to sneeze in that very moment. Which was very funny because she tried so hard not to make sound. And she almost like blew her insides up because she did not sneeze. So everybody like and subscribe for quiet sounding. I don't even know where I was going with that. I think it's just really funny. In any case, she's definitely now in the other room listening to me saying this and cursing me out, but it's okay. It is okay. It is worth the bit. Now, okay, we got all our oak wood. Let's go back to the house. Okay, I saw that horse and I thought it was like some strange entity that was just staring at me. That was so scary. You ever get that with this game sometimes? Like, whenever I play Minecraft, especially some of the older versions, there's sometimes just an unexplained mysteriousness. Mysteriousness? I don't know if that's a word. An unexplainable just vibe that you get, especially if you don't have like a bunch of mods that add sound effects and stuff. It just makes everything very, very eerie sometimes. You know? In any case, let's come back here. Okay. Yeah. Now, we got ourselves enough. Plenty of actual oak logs for this. And there we go. Alright, we got all of the outlining done. From that end, now we kind of just need a bunch of spruce wood outlining. So, yeah, let's just take our spruce wood and start. Let's get all of these in here for now. And I'll put the cobblestone in here. Oh, well, the game kind of broke there for a second, but you guys will not even notice, so it does not matter. What does matter is I do need spruce wood. Once again, so let's grab ourselves a spruce wood by all means. Speaking of which, where's the rest of the spruce wood? Oh, there it is. Okay. And we do have some stairs. Perfect. But we're going to need a bunch more, so let's make some. There we go. We'll make more. I'm definitely going to need more no matter what. You know, every time I do these things with the crafting table, I remember that there's actually the other crafting table, or the, you know, the one with the book of crafting recipes, and you can just put things in and just like say stairs or whatever. This was a thing that did not exist in the older versions of Minecraft. And by God, would it have been useful? Would it have been useful to have that when we had to Google everything back in the day? Back in the day, the only way to find out how to build anything in Minecraft was to Google it and sort of just... I'm sure there's like a whole wiki that existed for you to have certain crafting recipes. And I think a lot of people still use it to this day, unless you use a mod like Just Enough Items, because it doesn't really give you everything. Unless you... This green book doesn't give you everything. Unless you have all the items for it, I'm pretty sure. Or is it not true? I don't actually remember. I really don't. Showing all... No, it's actually showing everything you can craft. Never mind. I am a liar. Whatever. Enough unk moment. But that is my unk moment for the day. Okay. There we go. And that's how you would start building this here. Now, my question here is, I don't remember exactly how to go from that spot. I don't know where you go from this particular location. I think you actually just extend the exterior here. And then you come down here. Yeah, and then, yeah, of course, make a couple of windows or something. But I think the overall consensus here is... Yeah, it kind of extends a little bit. You have this front-facing thing going. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, you sort of just start... It kind of looks like it's made out of clay. Very interesting. In any case, I'm going to need a bunch more birch logs. I did not think it was going to take this many, but you know what? I'm never usually right about these things anyway. So, oh, right, here we go. We got a bunch right here, actually. Cool. Then let us continue with what we got until we run out. And then we go back to the house and grab some more. We go back and grab some more. This looks so ugly right now with all the wood types without being stripped. Oh man, I don't have enough. Alright, well, we have like 5 more. We're gonna need a bunch. And it's getting dark out again. So, let's put some torches around here so nothing spawns in this house. Okay. Let's go grab some more birch from the chest in my house. Okay, here's all the birch wood that we have in our disposal. And we have a bunch of saplings if we need more than that. So, we should be pretty fine, honestly. And since we're here, let's sleep the night. Because I don't want the bad guys just absolutely destroying me right now. Good morning, world. Just gonna say good morning, USA, but, well, most of you probably aren't in the USA. And if not most, at least half. So, let's go back to... Actually, you know what? Just the addition of that house up there is filling this area so much nicer. Or just filling it up, rather, very nicely. Although I might have to change the first floor because I did make a mistake. It was never intended for me to make this first floor out of birch as well. But you know what? As a wise Bob Ross once said, happy little accidents. It really is funny because I really wonder what Bob Ross playing Minecraft would be like. I feel like that would probably be one of the most successful YouTube series on the planet. Then again, there are many that have come to take his place in that regard, so... And I'm kind of one of them. Okay. And there we go. We got the whole exterior kind of there. So now let's just start stripping this wood. Oh, I made a mistake. Speaking of happy little accidents, well, I guess that's going to stay like that. Ouchie. I gotta say, stripped logs were one of the better additions from Mojang. Like, it added just enough variety without adding another unnecessary block, like, say, I don't know, andesite. Stuff like that. But I will admit, there are times where I feel like Minecraft has way too many blocks. Okay, and that's the whole house. Now, I do think I want to go with the spruce floors, low-key. Let's see, let's go with spruce floors for a second. Because I like the idea that this is washed out a little bit. Let's look at this from above. Okay, maybe it's a little too washed out. Alright, rain check on that one. No spruce floors. Which means I need more dark oak, and I don't necessarily know how much I have anywhere. I didn't actually look for that in the house. God damn it, I don't think I have any. Well, I have a bunch of spruce logs. Okay, in any case, I think it's now time for roofing at the very least. And perhaps some windows. Do one here. Well, that didn't really work. I guess you can only really put windows in this build on this side. Guess let's put them like this. It's fine like that. And then perhaps the door is a little bit to the side. There's a window right here. Sweet. Now for roofing. Well, for roofing, we kind of need some more flooring. Let's grab that and half of that. Use that for flooring. There we go. That's floor number 1. Now for floor number 2, we go there. I have like this. It's not like a song. It's kind of like a hum from. I'm pretty sure from the Smurfs, right? Like the la 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 la. Like I kind of have this, the hum from the Smurfs, or the la 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 from the Smurfs. I don't know what it's called. Stuck in my head like permanently, and I don't know why that is, because I didn't really watch the show too much when I was a kid. I mean, I definitely watched it, but I didn't know I was that into it, you know? So I don't know why I just made more spruce stairs, what I did. In any case, those are the first 2 floors. And I think what happens with these floors, by the way, is that when you come to the second floor, this whole layer here kind of turns into, yeah, because you don't see it. This layer can just turn into dark oak. It's an invisible layer. Oh. Okay, I guess you can see it when the windows come in. But that is not that big of an issue. Plus it gives me some of the birchwood back. Awesome. And then we just fill this in with dark oak. And now overall, I'm not really going to bother with the interior today for this house, or that second house for that matter, but I did want to see what the plan was with it. So there we go. That's how we get to the second floor. We'll keep that there. All right, so we have the interior of the first floor. Then we got interior of second floor, and then I guess roof comes after that. Wow, it's actually taking a lot of my dark oak too. So I guess in the next episode, I'm gonna have to go hunting for wood. Lots of wood. And with that, let's turn all of this to dark oak. Yep, there we go. That's enough. But where is my bed? We're sleeping the night once more. No working at night. No working at night indeed. Okay. Do. Aha. Now let's come up here. Yeah, pretty much just fill that in as well. I always hate when I misclick and I place it on top. It's just so unsatisfying when that happens. It's so fun because, you know, I make a lot of Minecraft content, but I don't really watch Minecraft anymore. I used to when I was a lot younger, but I don't remember the last time I watched a Minecraft video that wasn't for, you know, content research purposes, realistically. You know what I mean? And it's kind of sad, you know. I used to really enjoy Minecraft content, but I guess we all grow out of things, right? Someone who was watching Top Gear for 10 years might not like Top Gear after the first 5. Someone who's watching, well, let me rephrase that. Someone who is watching Top Gear for 10 years might get bored of it by year 11. You know what I mean? That could go for pretty much any show. Okay, we got these 2 floors. Let's cut down this as well and continue this. Oh. All right, and then we go into roofing. Now for roofing, all we really need is a spruce stuff, which I don't seem to have enough of in my inventory. Let's go downstairs and grab it. And it's going to be sort of, I don't even really know how to explain it, but I'm going to try my damnedest. In any case, it's going to be something like, oh, god damn it. You know, falling off the building is not exactly ideal. Fun fact, my dad is actually a roofer, and he actually fell off of a roof of a church, which was not very good. Kind of destroyed his arm. Luckily, he had a masterful surgeon, and his arm is more operational than it was before, actually. So for this part, it's going to start like this. I think I might have made a mistake in the way I want to do this roof. But we're going to figure it out together. But basically, I need to do that. And then one here. No, wait. It's going to go like this. Go like that. And then, and like this, and up again. But it needs to be up 1. Actually, it's up 2. Yeah, that's how it's going to go. Okay. So then, just get rid of you real quick. I'm fumbling here. I don't exactly know what I'm fumbling, but I am fumbling something. Let me grab all the things I dropped. We're gonna get this done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just take a little bit of trial and error for my part. Okay, so what have I absolutely just done here? Let's go. There we go. I think I'm over. It's not looking very medieval for some reason, and I need to figure out why. Might have to do with this. There we go. I think it looks better now. Okay. So I'm just going to have to do that. So it's 1 down, 1 downward, or not, 1 upward, 1 downward, 1 block, 1 up, down, 1 block. Okay. So follow that pattern. There we go. See, sometimes you get a little confused, but if your heart's in the right place, you'll figure it out eventually. Just like I'm eventually going to figure out how to walk properly in this game. There we go. And then, yeah, 1 more of these like this. I think it's like this. And then 1 more to the top. It's going to be here. And then this middle piece, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go just yet, but perhaps something like this. And then we go like that to make sure we're getting things right. Boom, 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 boom right here. And I think that is how our roof is going to operate, ladies and gentle lads. Let's knock this down real quick. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. Okay. Oh, I'm just missing one piece here. It's a little tall. Eh. You know what? Gustavo, help. Wait, can I place blocks when I'm on the horse? Oh, I can. I was not aware of that. Cool. Okay. There we go. Then we continue the just birch log up the middle there. There we go. One more window in the middle here. And that should take care of that. And now the one thing I might want to check out, I might want to see what it's going to look like with stone. So let's get some of that deep slate or the cobblestone or both actually. Let's see what that would look like. Let's cut that down. Okay, I'm not loving the cobblestone one. However, I might be loving the deep slate one. Deep slate's a little too dark for this. Just a little too dark. We might do the roof as deep slate. All right, then maybe a combination of cobblestone and, you know, other types of stone might be the best way to go about it overall. But it definitely does look more interesting than just plain birch everywhere. We're doing the whole thing. We're cutting this down and putting cobblestone here. Okay, and now the house looks like it's on stilts. Which is pretty funny, actually. And again, you could technically... This house has structural integrity. It could stand like this, theoretically. Not the ideal way to stand, but it can. Alright, and let's fill it up. All right, just like that, we replaced the whole first floor. And yeah, that definitely looks more like the style I'm going for. So we're keeping the cobblestone. We're going to add some detailing at some point. For now, we have the baseline. All I need is to eat some more baked potato for my little builder's lunch break here, and then continue on this spot. So... yeah, we're gonna need a lot more spruce build material type stuff. You know what? Honestly, I'm just gonna make a chest in here because I don't feel like going downstairs a billion times. Let's put that there. Just put some random in here that I'm not using right now. Like, why do I have a shovel and all those and a lava bucket on me? Don't need the netherrack. And there we go. Now for right here is the biggest issue. Because I can actually fill this whole piece in. Which is fine. Right, because I come up here, then one more up there. So boom, 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 boom. And scaffolding real quick. Boom and boom. This top piece doesn't really matter yet. We're gonna figure that out later. Oh, wait, I forgot something. Okay, so those first 2 layers are going to look like that. Then we need to expand outward. So, kind of need to... Let's make some more stairs. Do I not know how to spell stairs? Okay, there we go. Where's the spruce? There we go. Why is it... Brother, do I really need to see every single version of stairs? I'm asking for... Yeah. Okay, this is why we don't use that crafting thing. Boom. Now, since we have this here, let's just use that template real quick. Well, actually, no, wait. Before I do that, let's come here. Now, this is interesting because it's going to have to sort of overlap this. Does that even make sense? It does, actually. It does cover everything. So then just do the same thing, but more inward. And this might actually happen with deep slate, but since I'm with the spruce here, I think I made a mistake somewhere. Oh, there it is. Little mistakes everywhere. Up one, like this one, like this one. Aha, this is where it's going to become interesting. So now here... Yeah. Okay, so it just has to become... It doesn't really change too much. It's just one block that gets added to this whole equation and everything else is fine. So we just go right this way. Back this way. Down one. Like this one. Like this one. Down one. Boom. Boom. Oh. Let's go boom, boom, and boom. And that actually probably just gives it a lot more detail, right? Because if I'm looking at it now, yeah, now it's like a double layered roof. The only problem becomes right in that spot, which that's easy to fix. All I just need is to replace that piece of log with spruce. And then you're good as new. So why don't we do that, shall we? Can we do that from anywhere? That is not... Well, I guess we just do it here. Boom. One little measly log gets replaced. And then we repeat that on the other side. And continue our roof. Things should become pretty easy in building when you kind of know what style you're going for. It's actually insane how much easier they are. Because I normally just go blind in every build. But this time I actually planned a little bit what I wanted out of this build. And so far it's working swimmingly, I must say. I do need more spruce though. That is the one part I did not plan for. Well, actually, I mean I did because it's down here. But I'm probably going to need a lot more than I actually currently have. Okay, I had a whole chest of it. There we go. Let's get ourselves some spruce. And keep her going. Keep her going. And a bunch of stairs too. I'm not convinced yet if I'm going to do the whole thing out of spruce stairs just yet. Or spruce roof just yet. So... I do know the outlines need to be spruce, so let's come here and do that. Of course it's not going to be that simple, right? Why would it ever be that simple? Oh, this is so slow. But it's okay. It is A-okay. Then I'm gonna have to come here and do the same. Boom and boom. Okay. Do that just to remember. Let me come here, do the same. Okay, and then we start all over again. Boom, boom, boom. And keep it up, pretty much. Keep it up. It's a lot of repetition. So one thing you kind of understand with pretty much any job, anything that involves building and creative work, there's a lot of repetition in things, and you don't expect it when you first start them. That's why, like, they say when you just be careful when you pick your job, because you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again for a very long time. And if you happen to hate that, well, too bad, sucker. That's what you picked, and that's what you're going to keep doing. So when you pick your life's passion or your life's work or whatever you want to do, make sure it's something you enjoy doing, because you really don't have a choice of the parts that you don't like. So if you like most of it and you're passionate about most of it, stick with it, man. It's basically the philosophy I have with these things. Okay, and this one in here is a little different because it kind of is not, it's not an odd number, it's an even number of roof. So it's a little bit smaller, but it's okay. That is A-okay. You know why? Because I said so, that's why. Like this, like this, like this, like that. Covers this. Then just do it all over here. And now I'm not really that scared of building in the night, because most of the bad hombres are down there and they can't catch me. I'm sure they're going to spawn right behind me the moment I said that, but what can you do? Such is life. Okay, there we go. And now we run this side. Bum, bum. Let me know how you guys are enjoying this content so far. Because honestly, I'm having some fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having fun doing this. Pretty much zero pressure type of content for pretty much everyone. Because quite frankly, even my last series was getting a little performative, if that's the right word. I'm not entirely sure, but something of the sort feels like the right wording for it. I think I made a mistake. No, I actually did not. For once in my damn life, I actually did not make a mistake where I thought I made one. And that's pretty cool in my opinion. Well, if I didn't make one now, then I made one there. Uh-huh. So here becomes an odd number? Oh no, I did make a mistake. Okay. Nope. I very much made a mistake. I spoke too soon. Spoke way too soon. That's more like it. Yeah, and then... yeah. Whoops. A total whoopsie. Oh. Cool. And then what happens here? I guess we just finish it off, right? Yeah, and it goes like this to wherever the hell it goes. And then you can't really see it from here, but so let's go downstairs and figure it out. Where's my horsey? Can I reach him over there? I can. All right. And now we sort of have... Yeah, dude. This is exactly what I wanted. This is the type of detail I wanted out of this. Skeleton, you know what? You can go talk to my dog since you want to be mean and shoot at me. Get him, raw dog. Get him. It's going to take him a minute, but he'll get him eventually. Yeah. Anyway. Raw dog is going to do the work while I eat my potato. In any case, now we can finish the last edge of roof, which is the same as the first edge. Edge? I don't know. The face, I guess. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. Did I forget something here? I did forget something here. This is supposed to be an oak log. Good thing we have just enough. All right. Then one here. Oh. I know there's a creeper down there. Please don't come up here. Speaking of which, let's do another stack of these stairs. Because we're gonna need them. And then up we go. By the way, rate my building skills. Do you guys like my building skills? Do we think I'm a worthy builder? Actually, I'm kind of doing this wrong. Or am I? Actually, I'm not. Never mind. Never mind that. Wait, let me make sure I'm not doing this wrong. Oh, look at Raw Dog. He looks so happy. Okay. He looks happy, and then these guys are not too happy to see me. You know what? That one has got to die, though. There we go. You can die as well. There you go. So it was one outward, one inward. Yep, it's just what we needed. Just what the doctor ordered. There he is. Excuse me, gentlemen. But I have work to attend to. Oh, great. And his son is here too. I did kill your dad, I'm sorry. Not really, but I'm kind of sorry. Sorry that you're at the game. Dude, you know, I just want to build... Okay, you know, this is becoming a little dangerous. How about we... Okay, they're now on the roof. Remember when I said it was fine, that I didn't need to sleep? I lied. I moved 2 centimeters, and bro is, chasing me like there's no tomorrow. So you know what that means. Another round of barn bed sleeping habits. Beautiful morning to continue our building. If only I was not bad at the video game. Perfect. Okay. Let's continue the exterior first. You know, my favorite new age item has to be scaffolding for just for being scaffolding, honestly. It's just really a tremendously good item. And then I think it goes like that and like that. I can't really tell based on the... Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Enderman. But once again, you're being rude. Just do a window right here. Awesome. We got that side. Now we can just fill the rest of that in. Nice. And then we fix the edge of this by doing that again and again and again. One of these days it'll become a little bit more simpler. A little bit more simpler. I don't know if that's correct English, but who cares? We're not the grammar police. Unless you talk to my mom, who, well, quite frankly, was an English teacher for a long time, so that kind of made my life a little bit annoying when it came to grammar and vocabulary and everything in between. But I know how to speak proper English for the most part as my, second language. I guess it's technically not my second language. I was born and raised into a bilingual family. Okay, there we go. One more here. And yeah, we gotta do some of that, and some of that, and some of that, and some of that, and some of that. A lot of some of that. Oh, okay. And fall into the pit of Excuse me, sir, but I didn't invite you. The house. This is not an open house. Okay, you're not invited to the open house. As you can tell, the house is not even fully complete yet. We're still building the roof, and quite frankly, you're not welcome here. So how about you just schmoove it? Oh my God, they're getting one-shotted. Oh, dude, I just sent them off the. I just sent that pillager off the hill. Is he alive even? I think he died. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why this place is such a hotspot for pillagers, but it really is. In any case, now that the pillager threat is gone, let's see what this potion is. Bad Omen 4. That's pretty good, actually. We don't need the ominous banners. Now, let's continue our building journey. Now we go here. We go here. 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 Is this lined up properly? I guess there is a block in the middle, isn't there? Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that is one block. Okay, so we have all the sides. Now, let me take some of these down and see what this is going to look like. Now is where I have to decide if I go full spruce or add deep slate to it. I do know the bottom part is going to be spruce no matter what. So we can just do that for some assistance here. Get ourselves more of these stairs. And All right, let's do a little bit here with spruce, because this is easy now. So that's what it looks like, just spruce. It kind of looks a little boring, I will not lie to you. But it's also realistic to what it would look like. I mean, it's not like these people had a variety of things to build in these medieval ages that we're going for. You got the cobbled deep slate. And deep slate tiles. Deep slate tiles, huh? I think I did have more somewhere. Put down some of the spruce logs for a bit. Alright, so let's try a little bit of that. I don't know why I just got on my horse. I really wanted to ride him. So, yeah. Let's go here, 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 and here. Wait, maybe I should do it. Let me do it in this spot. I'm already liking the deep slate more, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so if I take a look at this, I don't know if it really matches necessarily. You know what? Screw it. I think it's gonna look cool no matter what. So if we're doing deep slate tiles, we're gonna need a stone cutter. So let's grab one of those bad boys. I know we have one somewhere. The good thing about deep slate is I do have a bunch of it still. Stone cutter right here. Let's put that bad boy down. And the good thing about using deep slate in any capacity or any type of stone is a stone cutter gives us a lot more stairs than you normally would get. So let's do that. Oh, I made the wrong kind of thing. Good thing I didn't make more of that. Can I turn these into the tile stairs? I cannot. Okay. That was almost a big oopsie. Let's not do that. We need tiles, my friend. Tiles. Tile stairs. Boom. That's one stack. Where's the other stack? I swear I was holding another one. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I lied. In any case, deep slate tiles. Okay, we got plenty of both. We have a few more spruce stairs that we're actually going to need because we need the top to be spruce stairs regardless. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. We take this down first things first. There we go. And now we start. Okay. Incorrect. Incorrect. I'm trying so hard to be the fast placer of blocks, but I'm so bad at it. Especially when it comes to these stairs. Yeah, that's too slow for me. Let's just try our best here to be speedy. And then the top layer. Oh god, I really had to fall off right here. Alright, let's see what that looks like from the side. I don't really love it per se, but it kind of just looks like I slapped this random black spot in the middle there. Maybe it has to do with the fact that it's not all the way down. Let's see. Does this make things better? I think that exceptionally... yeah. I don't know why that makes such a difference for me, but it does. Let's take down this. Yeah, for some reason that makes things infinitely better, so we're going with that. Let's come back up here, do the same, and then... This top piece is a different story. I don't really know. I think it really matters. I do have to cover the top with spruce, though. I'm pretty sure, like, the slabs would need to go here. Yeah, something like that. In any case. Okay, that's one side of the roof. Let's come back down into here. Place some torches possibly, because things will start spawning in here. And now we have this section, which is going to be a little interesting. Because it kind of doesn't... I guess you can do that. And then I can't get back in, but you can do that. Where's the stone cutter? I yearn for the stone cutter. Right here. Okay. Where? Deep slate. Deep slate here. Deep slate necessary. Deep slate good. Deep slate very good. And then get the more of the tiles. Probably need even more than that. Okay. One house pretty much took all of my materials that I had left over. Which is not great for building a village, but it's okay. It is how the cookie crumbles, as they say. Okay, and then boom. And then here this gets repeated. Okay. Oops. Now what happens here? I guess this, right? It's so funny because it's like very accidentally coming together. It didn't feel like this was going to happen. But I guess it did, so I'm very grateful for that. Look at that. It just sort of worked out. Huh. Life is funny like that sometimes. Things just have a way of working themselves out. Especially in a block game that is built to kind of only hold one version of design. Huh. All right, and now we come back down here. Same problem. Well, not really problem, same predicament, I guess. Oops. My God, please. I'm so close. Ah, and then here we have a little bit of a... There we go. Do a little bit of that. And of course I have to come in here and do this. There we go. Is that where I am? I'm right here. Sometimes I forget how scaffolding works. It's okay. It is A-OK. Huh. And I think that is all she wrote on this house. I do need a couple more slabs for the top there, which I can very easily grab real quick. Finish that off right here. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have ourselves a pretty nice medieval house. Huh. Would you look at that? That actually is not bad. I thought, look at that. Look at what planning does for a build once in a while. Just in time for the sunrise. Just quite beautiful. Okay. Now there's only one small mistake, and that's the fact that on this side, the deep slate goes all the way down. And then on this side, it kind of can't because of this. Okay. Maybe I do have to, unfortunately, commit to spruce stairs all along the side here because it doesn't really work otherwise. But that's okay. That's a small mistake to fix once again. But I'm not going to do that here. I think we're good enough for this build. I think it's all chilling. All very, very nice. We have a shell for the house. We don't have the full interior just yet or windows or anything. But it's a start. You know, it's a very humble start. And we shall continue this build and everything else that comes with it in a later episode. So thank you all so much for watching. And good night and good luck, everybody.